Hi, it's Terry Coatney, Coldwell banker, realtor here in Vienna, West Virginia. I'm also licensed in Ohio. If you like these videos that I bring, hit that like button and subscribe. You can always unsubscribe later. Let's talk about if you are in the process of thinking about buying a home or in the process of buying a home. How do you negotiate your very best price? And that's something everybody wants to do is to get the lowest possible price and the best value for the house that they need. So the very first thing is to be pre-qualified. So then you know the maximum that you can afford. And you probably don't want to go up to that maximum. You want to stay down below it so that you don't become house poor and you have more flexibility with your finances. So pre-qualification is really, really important. And then to negotiate, you need to understand things about the seller. So find out from your agent that you're working with, how long has that property been on the market? What's the history of that property? How long has the buyer been in that property? Do you understand what he paid for that property? If you look at the courthouse records, you can also see a pretty good glimpse of the mortgage history. So if a house is being offered for $220,000 and the seller has a mortgage for $215,000, you kind of understand that there's not a whole lot of room for negotiation. So that the idea is to get an understanding of your seller. Do you know if the seller needs to move? Has he bought another house? How motivated is he? So those are all kind of things that you can kind of explore with your buying agent. Then another thing you want to do is understand, okay, this is at the top of my price that I want to pay. And that should be below your highest that you're pre-qualified for. So come back from that, and then that should be whatever price that is, whatever price you end up back from that. So you have a little comfort level. So that's where your negotiations should start, below that or somewhere around that figure. And then you have to think about, what are you going to make the house contingent on? You do have to make it contingent on home inspection, radon, and all those other septic inspection, all those other contingencies that are so important. The problem is, if you have a house to sell, making an offer with a contingent for the home to sell, that gives or weakens your negotiation power. So, and then the other thing is, if you get a popular house and you get a call from your buying agent and he said, hey, the selling agent has let me know that there's multiple offers and to present your highest and best bid. When you get in that situation, you want to control and make sure that you don't exceed your limits. So maintain some control no matter how much you love the house, and don't waive any of the important contingencies like home inspection or so forth. So these are some things that you can do to help negotiate your house, and your buying agent is a great source to help you with through these negotiations. If you have any questions about that, you can contact me, and I'll be glad to review some of this data with your other information as it pertains to you. Hope you're having a great day, and if you like these videos, hit that like and subscribe, and we'll talk with you really soon.